This episode of The Mimic's Veil is sponsored by Taste Invader Tea. Treat yourself to 15% off an order of daring and delicious tea at tasteinvader.co.uk using the code TMV. And this week, Alex gives his first impressions of the ROG Xbox Ally X. We talk about Noita, we talk about Dispatch, and we have a big old deep dive into Ball Pit.
I feel like I owe you guys and all those rude people that listen into our conversations a little bit of an apology, because I spoke about Ball Pit last week and I feel like I probably underdid it. Like, at that point I was only, I think I said about 10 hours in, maybe not even quite 10 hours at that point. I'm now 30 plus and oh my god, is that a good game. Like, I know I was a wee bit negative about parts of it, and I was a wee bit, well, not negative, I think that's unfair, I was maybe underwhelmed. Is that maybe the better way to describe it? In some parts.
I think your exact words were, it's good, but you're expecting it to be really
better.
good. Yeah, better. Yeah.
And it got really good.
Okay.
I think it maybe just took longer to get really good than I expected it to. But, like, the depth, like, of that game, and I know obviously there's a little bit of a pun in there, but it just kept on giving. Like, the more, like, you were getting to that 25-30 hour stage and you were still unlocking new things, you were still unlocking new balls, new fusions, new abilities, realising that it wasn't just the balls you could fuse together, you could fuse together some of the abilities and the passive things as well, and it just kept growing and growing and growing and get more and more and more addictive, and you just could listen and watch and play that game all the time. That, to the extent now that I've played it in 4 different devices, I think.
Wow.
So yeah, I apologise for not being as excited as I should have been when I was talking about it the first time, but I've got there in the end, which is the main thing.
And to be fair, you were still pretty excited about it. There was still a solid 10 minutes of you going, oh, and then you could do this. Oh, but then you can do that. And that's how you can tell like someone's really into something, is when you're like, it's just all comes flooding out like that. But yeah, you did sort of caveat it a bit last week with, you're expecting it to be better. And then I think I pressed you on, do you think it'll be in your top 10? And you said, yeah, like kind of, you think so, but you weren't blown away. And I think you said like it's probably like an 8, high 8, low 9, you know, which is still really good, obviously. But yeah, you didn't.
It's a solid 9 now. I wouldn't. Yeah. I still wouldn't put it up to like a 10 type thing. It's a solid 9, and it's definitely in my top 10.
Jesus,
like there's no doubt about it. It's just such a me game in every way, shape, or form. Like, if you put a little bit of everything that I like, it's essentially in there. And there's so many bits, and I know you guys are not as far into it, but there's like, I was playing one bit and one character that I unlocked, and like, oh my god, Ben is gonna love this. And then there was bits as well, like Lewis is gonna like, and it was just, they've gone for so many different styles of play as you unlock it, and then there's like, I don't really want to spoil it, because I think once you kind of get to those bits yourselves, you don't know what I'm talking about, but it mixes it up in so many ways I just wasn't expecting. Like, that's in cool. Terms of the different characters, it's the characters that really do that rather than the balls. It's like the characters have different abilities and they approach the levels in different ways. In some ways I just did not see coming. Like, I'm just like, that's bizarre, and it works. So like, how is that going to work? But it does. And you're just like, yeah, hats off to them. Like, absolute hats off to even just think of throwing all the things in there that you don't expect and make them stick.
That's so you've rolled credits now, have you?
Yeah, I've all the way to.
That's quite impressive.
In
any roguelike, I always think rolling credits is.
I mean, it's not really a roguelike though.
It kind of.
I mean, it's.
I mean, you get upgrades when you go back and do your farming bits and bobs, don't you?
Yeah, kind of... I mean, you have to finish like all of the 8. I can't even remember now, but it just however many levels, and you need more and more gears as you go down, so you need to complete them more and more times. But one of the things you unlock quite early on is one of the abilities to take 2 characters into a level.
Ooh.
So that's a wee bit of a spoiler, but that's not. So it means you can combine their abilities, but you also then get 2 completions for doing them together. So it speeds it up a wee bit.
That's cool.
But to get the platinum, you need to beat every level with every character.
Are you going for that?
Yes.
Wow.
Why ask?
Yeah, silly question. It's not
So
just
like a platinum Ben, as you noticed.
you filthy. What was the game that you played earlier in the week that I called you out for? What was that called?
It was 2 games. It was Dunk Trickster and Dunk Trickster 2.
That was it.
But they came in a package. So if you spent £2 on them, you got 16 versions of the 2 games. So it was 16 platinums for £2.
That's just filth.
So how do you get the 16? You do it on one, then open up the next version, then automatically pops.
You basically get 4 versions of each game on PS4, and you need to play through them, but it only takes minutes to get the platinum. So you need to play each one 4 times, but then the PS5 ones then just import the save and auto pop. So yeah,
This developer is just preying on people like you who just
I'm just like,
let's not make a good game.
Let's
Let's just make one that's really easy to platinum and duplicate.
That one was too good an opportunity to turn down, like 16 platinums.
Jesus.
Come on.
It's a good business plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got no good ideas, just do that, I guess. Why not? But yeah, so how much have you played of Ball Pit, Lewis?
An hour, maybe.
Okay.
Off the back of what Alex was saying last week, and I've thoroughly enjoyed my time with it. I was a bit confused. I was like, how come sometimes I'm shooting balls fast and then not so much, but it's because they're bouncing about up the top, right?
Yeah, because some of the abilities can, depending on some of the upgrades and abilities, usually like in the first, when you release them, they'll fire through the enemies and then get stuck at the top.
Yeah.
And then they don't regenerate until they come back to you to start shooting again. And some of them are also heavier than others, so go slower than others as well.
And do you...
Yeah.
Yes, I found that confusing as well to start. I think I've played, maybe because I played the demo back on Steam Next Fest, and then, I don't know, maybe played 2 hours of it, I reckon. And I found it a bit confusing. I'd just be stood there without any balls firing for ages, and then the enemies are just getting closer and closer. I'm like, what's going on? Because I've switched on auto fire straight away.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought of you when I seen that. The first couple was saying, "Oh, there's an auto fire." Yeah. I was like, "Ben,
is there an auto move as well? That would be handy."
Maybe just wait.
Oh wow! And I assume
I think I sent a video of that. To be fair.
Oh, did you? Yeah, and I assume that's the way to play it because it just seems like a no-brainer to have auto fire. I would assume so. But yeah, there was a lot of moments, and I think I haven't quite got the knack of getting my balls back, I guess. So there's been quite a few times where I've obviously got the right combination of weapons that is clearing out the room without too much hassle.
Yeah.
And then other times I'm just there and I'm like, oh shit, I can't do anything because
sometimes it's more about avoiding the ones you don't want than getting the. It's like if you get, say, like some of the ghost ones that fire through the enemies in the first ball and then get stuck at the top, that'll work on some enemies and not so well on others, and work better with some combination of balls than other combinations of balls. So it's just working out the right combination, because I've done that a few times where I'm like, oh shit, I shouldn't have took that one, because or it's like you almost take conflicting upgrades. I'm like, oh, this one if you fire it in a straight line without hitting any walls you're getting a bonus, and then this one if you bounce you're getting a bonus. So what's the point in having both of them? It's just getting the right build essentially. And sometimes it just doesn't work. And it's just, you learn quite quickly once, probably as it starts to fire more at you, and you start to then build like Ball Ballon or Baba, whatever it's called, like your wee town, more and upgrading more and getting more of the buildings and stuff in there. And then a lot of like the buildings that unlock the characters have different abilities as well, in terms of like some of them will be to boost the farming side of it, but some of them are to boost the in-game side of it, and to boost like your starting positions and the number of balls you can have and all that kind of thing as well.
Thinking about it, I wasn't ever focused on hitting the balls back up. Is that something that you can do?
You can catch them so that they basically spawn a wee bit faster, but if they go past you, they'll bounce back into you anyway. Essentially.
That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking about there. I was like, I don't think I've like knowingly bounced a ball back.
No,
just when we were talking about the speed of the balls there, I was like,
but it's more as like if you're in a situation where you're maybe trying to take out one of like the mini bosses or something, and you basically just want to find a line where it's firing straight at it and coming back to you, so that it's just doing it rapidly rather than it going all the way back down to the bottom. So you want to get closer to it to be hitting it faster.
Okay. Yeah, I think I haven't quite wrapped my head around the strategy of it yet, and I think it's that I'm almost expecting it to be like a Survivor's like and just constantly fire and just like a limitless supply of balls. But
it depends on some of the. You get some balls where every time you fire, that it generates baby balls, or like you get some upgrades where every time you collect some of the upgrade diamonds or gems, it fires baby balls. So there is constant streams of balls in that way as well. So,
but no, it's go on.
I was going to say, I'm not massive on the farming bit. I don't know. Like,
that gets better. I didn't like it at the beginning, but as you start to unlock more stuff, and it's not so much about the farming and getting the actual crops and all that, you're not as caring about it as much. It's more about the other buildings that you start to get and how they develop your game, because that is how you unlock your characters. It's all those buildings as you go that unlocks the additional characters. But you'll then get buildings that if you bounce on a building, it gives you like +4 on unlocking and building the buildings and stuff.
Right.
Like, so
it's funny, isn't it?
Just layers.
Feels like it doesn't necessarily show its hand until, well, like you said, Alex, you were 10 hours in last week and you'd kind of said, about an 8, but now 30 hours in, it's like I'm at that stage where I'm like, I can see everything about this. This has got all the ingredients of a game I would absolutely love, but it just hasn't grabbed me yet. I think because I don't quite understand the mechanics of it yet. But there's from what you've said and from the aesthetic of it and everything, like I love the look of it. The fucking music. When that soundtrack came out and I was like, oh, that just popped up on my feed and YouTube Music. I was like, listen to that. Amos Roddy, same guy that did Citizen Sleeper 1 and 2 soundtrack. Completely different to those, but so good. Yeah. And I was like, okay, I need to properly get into this now, because it just does everything that I love in a game. But I haven't quite wrapped my head around that.
You almost need that wee bit of it all coming together.
Yeah.
Like it is exactly as you said there, Ben. It is. You like it and you appreciate it, and you're like, this should be, and then it just gets to a point you're like, right, that's it, I get it.
Yeah. So I'm going to persevere with it. I'm thinking I might get it on Switch as well, because Alex, you and I are away this week. At the time you are listening to this, we are away. So I think Switch 2 is a bit more portable than the Steam Deck, so I might just get it on that. And they've said they're going to do a native Switch 2 upgrade for free, aren't they? Whenever that.
It's certainly doing a native version. I don't know the upgrade path. I'm not sure they've confirmed. So I'd be surprised if it's not a free upgrade.
Yeah. So
how much is it, the game?
It's like
$13.79.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Very good.
Well worth it.
And look, you got 30 hours out of it already. That's a lot of game. You could pay a lot more for a lot less. In this day and age.
It's the kind of game I can see there being DLC for as well.
Yeah.
Like it feels like that kind of game you could go and like see like the way Balattro's done it and have crossovers with loads of different things. It feels like you could go and have like themed levels of all these different kind of indie games and stuff. Like you could always have a Balatro level in it, all the jokers being the enemies that you need to take out with the balls and stuff. Like it lends itself so well to that kind of thing.
Yeah.
In the same way as Vampire Survivors does it. So hopefully.
You know what I feel sorry for is Kill the Brickman.
I downloaded that today again to go back and play it again.
Because that was really good. But that was like very similar, like tonally.
And slower.
But but the fact it's turn-based, it's like, oh, I like this. But yeah, I wonder if they released that because they knew this was coming. Is that why they dropped it when they did? Because they are kind of similar in their like breakout kind of gameplay.
Yeah.
That's a good game. I need to go back to that as well. But yeah, I'm gonna crack on with Ball Pit. Do you think you will as well, Lewis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good, even if it's not one that I put in as much hours, just to dip in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's an easy one to pick up and just have a wee shot.
Yeah.
And also, every time you beat a level, you unlock a faster version of that level. So it can go like you start like at the normal level and then it goes fast and then you get fast +1, fast +2, fast +3, fast +4 and it just speeds it up and up and up and up.
Christ, that sounds impossible at the moment. Given like I've done some runs that are like 2 minutes because I've just got the wrong combination and just got killed straight away. How do you know when you've nearly finished a level? What's the? Is there
so
like
you
a
basically
marker?
the bar goes up in the side, to the right hand side. You've got a progress bar.
Right. Okay.
So you've got it's basically 3 stages. You've got the first mini boss, second mini boss, and then the boss. So it just the progress ticks up to each kind of marker for the bosses.
Cool. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, it's a good one. Nice. Well, in a similar vein, I've got an update from what I spoke about last week. Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. And much like Alex, I have now rolled credits on that bad boy.
Oh.
And yeah, it just gets better and better. Like it is... That whole sort of job system that I was very excited about last week, and thank you for tolerating my excitement, was it just gets deeper and deeper and you can just unlock some crazy abilities like you can unlock a ninja one where one of the abilities lets you dual wield weapons so you can attack twice basically, and then if you take that ability to dual wield, give it to your brawler who's got really powerful kind of attacks, your monk, you can just do some serious damage, and then you unlock some new characters that do even more damage, and it's just like, I only really kept a roster of like 5 people that I was trying to just upgrade the whole way through. I'm not sure if that's the correct way to play it, but yeah, I just had that team of absolute assassins by the end, and a couple of, I would say 2 or 3 moments where I had to grind a little bit to level up to beat various bosses and stuff, but it's proper good. Like honestly, if you like any sort of JRPG strategy or just traditional turn-based, like it is one of the greats. Like it's proper good.
HLTV?
I think it took me 30-ish hours. I think last time I checked my Switch 2, it said, played 30 hours or more or something like that. So,
It's far too long to be playing a game.
Yeah, you wouldn't catch Alex doing that. But yeah, I mean, I don't, there's not much more I need to say about it following on from last week. I think I gushed enough about it last week, but yeah, it's safe to say it just gets better and better, and I feel very fond of it. I feel fond of the time I spent with it. It's just a great little story, cozy gameplay, pure comfort.
Nice. Nice.
Just what you want at this time of year.
It is. I genuinely think you would love it, Lewis. Alex, probably not so much, if I'm being completely honest, but I think you would like it. As a Fire Emblem fan, yeah. And a diorama fan, I think you'd love it.
But I love a diorama.
Yeah. So that's it. That's it, really. I can't think of anything
Beautiful.
else. Don't need to over-egg the pudding. It's just a great game. Go and play it. Simple as that.
I'll maybe wait until it comes down in price.
Maybe I can lend it to you. Although the last time I lent a game, it still hasn't returned yet. So, Resident Evil 4. Smart.
Is it?
Smart.
Does he?
Bastard.
I gave a guy called Darren Lenny a copy of my game Zero Tolerance on the Sega Mega Drive, and he's had it since 1994.
Do you think he'll be listening?
I don't know.
Well, if you are, come on.
Those overdue fees are racking up.
Yep.
Lewis has a zero tolerance policy towards this. Come on, Darren Lenny.
That's why you haven't heard from him since 1995.
Yeah.
That's bad.
That time.
That is bad.
94.
What about you, Alex? You got anything you've lent out that needs to be returned?
No, I don't think so. I don't really do much
a
lending.
No, you're stingy fucker, aren't you? Or not.
I've got no friends to lend to.
Not really. We'll get back to how you're not stingy in a minute. But first, Lewis, you have also been playing something cool. Well, I assume it's cool. It looks cool. It's been on my wish list for ages.
Has it really?
Yeah.
What has?
The game that you're about to tell us about, which is called...
Oh, right. It's called Noita.
Oh.
I think.
Yeah. Sure.
I'd never heard of this game. It was in the Steam sale, and I seen it. I was like, that looks pretty cool. And I clicked on it, and you know what? Do you know what swung it for the game being picked up? Is in the description, it says, every pixel is physically simulated. And I was like, I'm buying this.
Yeah.
I have no knowledge of what this fucking game is. But it's like I guess I've actually, for the first time ever, right? It may be apparent. I don't write anything down when I come on here. Any notes. It's all just off the top of my head. It definitely sounds like that. I've got the Wikipedia page open for this because I've not got a fucking clue, right? It's a roguelike game, but it's like you're a weird witch, according to this, who you can kind of float around and you enter like a big mine, and you've got to try, it would seem, to get as far as possible in a particular run. It's a roguelike, so it's once you die, everything resets. There are some like weapons the weapons that you pick up, I think then they're unlocked for you to use later. But what makes it cool, right, is that there's all this just stuff about the place. Like there's a big pool, like a lake of oil, and you can chuck a bit dynamite in it, or you might have on one of your runs a potion that creates fire. You can lob the fire potion into the oil, and the oil will just all burn away, and potentially that'll lead you to like a different area. There's big vats of acid. I've been playing it wrong. I was watching a little video of it there. I've been playing it wrong. I've been playing it like, right, I'm the wizard thing. I need to come and attack. But like from watching a wee video there, people actually play it like intelligently. Like, oh look, there's this big vat of acid up here. If I shoot a hole in the bottom, there's a whole load of baddies down here. They'll all die because they'll get acid on them. But I've just been going around trying to shoot. But like there's like little bits and pieces like dotted about the place that you can get different wands. I think you can hold up to 4 different wands that have different like amounts of slots for spells to be put in. Some are better than others, but I think you can.
Have you been reading the descriptions of them?
Works. No, just the shapes.
Okay, good.
This one's a spiral. What does it do? This one's a straight line. But it's cool. Like it's. I didn't know when I first started playing it. I was like, "What is going on?" I think my first run lasted 30 seconds because I didn't know what was happening. The longest I've lasted is 17 minutes. It just feels really easy to die. But then, by the looks of it, I have not been playing it properly or playing it in the intended way.
But it's like a case of using the environment but in combination with whatever your wand can do, I guess.
Yeah. Like I've already got like a preferred wand, like out of these sort of early loadouts. So you start off with a wand and a potion. And I had one potion, it was like a polymorph potion, and I thought I could shoot it onto the enemies. It looks like you're taking a piss. It looks like you're pissing on them when you use it. But then I turned into some weird snail. I was like, oh, I have no idea what's going on.
And there's no like information. So is it just trial and error then? Like seeing what all the items do in the wands and potions and stuff.
Yeah. Right. Because it's so low poly, and it's like proper like a grainy looking visual. It's really cool. I think it's really cool. It, I think. It's tough to know, at least initially, tough to know what each weapon does, and then because it's kind of overwhelming when you first start playing it. You don't really, at least for me, you don't pick up stuff like instantly when I look at it, and I'm like, what is this? What am I even meant to do? What does this weapon do? And it was like, for example, I got a wand that shot bombs, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking bomb those guys over there, and I was too close, and I got smashed across the mine and died. I was like, yeah, that makes sense that I would die if I was standing that close to a bomb. But there are just other ones from, like, it's been a few days since I played it. From memory, there isn't any real description on what each projectile does, so that feels like trial and error. There's probably someone listening to this saying, no, if you actually would read what it says, it tells you exactly what it does. But, I can't read.
Fuck that. I'm
intuition. So it's cool. It's apparently, according to this Wikipedia article, based on Finnish mythological creatures and all that kind of stuff.
Which you love a bit of Finnish myth, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I love the art style. I think that was the first thing that jumped out at me, was just it fucking looks cool. Like all the particle effects of all pixels flying all over the shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's something special about it. And it's really well regarded as well. But yeah, that's hard.
Like I'd seen that, and I'd seen how it was like overwhelmingly positive reviews in Steam. Sort of read up on it afterwards, and like the love that people have got for it, because it's like 5 years old or so now, but I had never ever heard of it at all.
Well, you're a Steam Deck boy now, so
I'm a Steam Deck guy now. Yeah, bit of a Steam Deck guy myself.
Bit of a Steam Deck guy. Alex, are you still a Steam Deck guy?
I don't know. Like, I was very much thinking I still would be in. It would be in tandem to my new toy, but I don't know. I'm already a few hours into it and thinking this could actually replace my Steam Deck. Like, genuinely, it just feels like. So obviously we're talking about the ROG Xbox Ally X, which arrived today and is lovely. Like, it is a lovely piece of kit. Like, it feels nice. It's very ergonomic. The impulse triggers or whatever they are and the haptics and stuff feel really nice. And I was actually quite surprised at the software. And obviously that's the thing that they're kind of pushing, like this Xbox windowed mode or whatever it's called. And it is very much, it essentially launches up into the new Xbox PC app, but it operates via that. And if you hold in the Xbox button, it basically, you'd almost describe it as like a phone OS, that it kind of goes out into like different little windows, and you can like RB between them, and it goes to like the desktop, or if you've got Steam open, or if you've got like other stuff open in the background. But it all seems to run quite nicely. It has that thing of, it's a PC at heart, so most of the time today has just been spent in updating it and getting all the updates in and all that side of stuff. Like it's inevitable, but it runs really nicely. Haven't played too much on it yet, but I'm very impressed by what I've seen so far. Everything seems to work quite smoothly. You've got the Xbox button that basically brings up, you've got like your recently played games, you've got settings along the top, and then along the bottom you've basically got the different game launchers. So it just starts when it comes pre-installed with Xbox and Steam in terms of the launchers, and you can add in GOG, Epic, Battle.net, I think there's one other, EA, and Ubisoft, and probably more, but the other ones that it gives you within like Armory to install. And then you only really need to use them to install the games. Once you've installed the games, you've got a library button. You just click the library button. They're all in your Xbox library, so all the games are there just to click to play. You don't need to go back in and out of the different launchers to select and launch your games. They're all in
I didn't realise that. So almost like a Steam Deck.
Yeah, so it's basically a combined game library.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
And you can filter it between the platforms. So within the library, you can say like, just show me my Xbox games, just show me my Steam games. But you need to go into Steam to install them first. You can't install from that library. That's only once you've installed it. You need to install it from the actual launcher. Well, that certainly feels like it. But it just makes it really easy to then actually to go and play them because they are in that single consolidated library. And
because that
obviously
my thought of it was that it's going to be an Xbox interface, and then but you can play Steam stuff, but you're going to have to fanny about, go into Steam or go into GOG, go into Epic, whatever else. But you're saying once you've downloaded the game, like if I download Ballpit from Steam, not that
it's in your library, it's in your Xbox library at that stage, so just launch from there.
Interesting. Or if I had if I downloaded Game of Thrones Telltale game from GOG, that would just appear in the Xbox
which you've added to the Xbox PC app just now. It's on that, you can do that on the Xbox PC app. That's one of the things I've implemented recently, basically a shared library. Right. But it's in its element on this, to be fair. It definitely makes it much easier.
And how much of navigate. How much of that like initial faffing about and upgrading stuff do you think realistic? How long do you think that process took? Do you reckon?
An hour, maybe.
Like, do you think it's something
you're not talking hours?
Constantly need to do? Because like
no, because I think it'll just start updating it in the background. Yeah. Then it's probably no more than a Steam Deck, because I mean, I need to install a software update my Steam Deck nearly every second day. So I don't think it's any different to that. But it gives you the added advantage you can use it as a PC in the background as well, because you can just go into Windows mode and it just has a Windows output. You can connect it to a screen and you've always got a PC everywhere you go as well. So it is kind of the best of both worlds to a certain extent. And it does feel quite nippy, because obviously that's the difference between your Ally and your Ally X. It's not, as someone asked, I think it was Tough Day that asked, is it like a Series S to a Series X? It's not quite like that, but your X is the beefier chip, more RAM, like it is the more powerful thing, and it's got like these impulse triggers and a Thunderbolt port for speed and things like that. But yeah, I'm very impressed, more impressed than I expected to be. And I even beat the boss that I was stuck at, like the very early boss I was stuck at in Expedition 33 for trying it out.
So all down to the Ally.
It was actually down to the fact that I thought I had it in quite a low difficulty and had it on expert. So that was my issue. But yeah, if I'd have checked that at the time, that would have probably made the difference. But I was quite impressed by how Expedition 33 looked as well.
None of the same issues that Lewis had with it on the Steam Deck.
Please go and have a look at it.
I need to look at the Steam Deck and check it, and see. But it seemed okay. I was quite impressed by how it looked.
I guess that's the ultimate promise of it, is like, because as we've said before, I've never seen the Steam Deck as like a AAA machine at all. No. But like, it's a emulator, it's a indie game powerhouse, but wouldn't dream of playing something like Expedition 33 on it. If this can do that, and if this can play all Game Pass Day 1 games at, you're not going to expect it to be like a Series X necessarily or a high-end PC, but if it can do a reasonable approximation of something like that without too many drawbacks, that is a...
Yeah, because I mean, I would have said when I was running Expedition 33, I think it benchmarked it as you loaded into it, and it ran it at medium settings, is what it was set at. And it was running at a lovely smooth frame rate, and it's a 1080p screen. And I thought, I could make out Robert Pattinson. Like, it was clear that it was Robert Pattinson.
Clearly.
Like, it. So it's. I thought that looks okay, but I'm planning to play Keeper over the weekend because that releases tomorrow at time of recording. So that's my plan. I'm really looking forward to checking that out. So that is to be played solely on the Ally, and I'll see how I get on with that. And I think that would be a good test of how it runs something a wee bit more. But anything I've ran on it's ran beautifully so far. So.
Without too much sort of tweaking.
No, I've not tweaked anything. I played about the Expedition 33, so I put it up to like ultra high settings, and the frame rate just fell off a cliff.
Right.
But I'm just like, that was just within the game itself. I've not tweaked anything in the background but it's got like 3 performance modes based on like wattage of power consumption, and it's got Windows, balanced, then I think performance. And then it's got this turbo mode, which basically is recommended for if you're plugged it in. So you can run turbo mode. It's like basically doubles the power consumption, but it just beasts it.
Yeah.
And that does give it a good boost of performance. And the one other thing I'd say is it's very quiet.
How hot does it run? I don't suppose you've
No,
noticed it.
so basically it doesn't. I've not felt hot. I felt hot air coming out of it. But the shell itself, I haven't felt it get hot.
Very nice.
So it's using some sort of new fanning technique or fancy airflow technique to try and stop that, but it seems to work.
Impressive.
You've single-handedly made me actually interested now. Because I've
give me a couple of weeks to actually see how it plays out, because that's after a few hours of just being, it's my new toy, and it does seem to do this and does seem to do that. But I could go back next week and say I'm just playing my Steam Deck again.
Yeah, you might. And to that point, you've pretty much answered all the questions we had in Discord. Like Tyler asked about, does it play nicely with different PC launches? I mean, you've answered that one already. You've answered Tufty's question. So I guess the one to end on is Phil. What device is next on your list?
I really want, is it the Atari Game Station Go?
I don't know. What the fuck is that?
I think that's the one that I would quite like. I'm sure it's it's something like that, and it's either just come out or just coming out, but you can only currently order it from America, so I'm hoping they release it here, but it's basically just like a handheld Atari with a little trackball and stuff on it.
You do realise Atari games are all terrible?
I don't care. Still nostalgic for them. Yeah. So I want to play that.
You crazy mother.
I would quite like one.
It was quite nice.
Yeah, but the games.
Is that right? Is that a Game Station Go? Is that right?
Yeah.
What's next on your list, Lewis? If you were to get a
What's
device?
next on my list?
Yeah.
Do you know what? An Atari Game Station Go.
Yeah, now that you've seen it.
Sold.
See it, you want it.
I've honestly no idea.
No, me neither.
You?
No, I keep looking at like PSPs and Vitas, but because I never had either of those. But
Vita is lovely.
The Steam Deck can do all of that, can't it? So.
Yeah. I do occasionally go onto the Analog website.
Yeah, same. They
For
do
the
look
64 thing, or for the...
But mainly for the 64.
Oh, okay. That's where we do it.
But I'd look at a Pocket.
Pocket's the
I just don't have any games, really.
No. Pointless. All right, really quickly then, Alex, also coming to you again. a game that came out yesterday at time of release. I think that you've had a little dabble in.
Yes. So
what are your first impressions of Dispatch?
Dispatch is a funny one. And it's a funny one for a few reasons, because it's hard to call it a game. And even when you look at the description of it, the way they describe it, they don't really call it a game. They say it's more of a workplace comedy set in like more of a TV show than a game. And you can make it even more like that because you can turn off the quick time events and just play it in cinematic mode. And basically the only things you need to do are select some of the dialogue, and then the main kind of key core gameplay mechanic, which is you managing a superhero dispatch center, essentially. So you are a superhero, and this is Mecha Man who's lost his mecha suit right at the beginning. Essentially, his mecha suit gets damaged, and then this SDC, or the Superhero Dispatch Center, come and approach him, or the SDN, the network, come and approach him to come and work and dispatch for them. And what dispatch is, it's basically, do you know how it's like ambulance dispatch or like police dispatch, where you're dealing with calls from the city and you're to dispatch your team of heroes out, or villains in this case, out to the public to solve whatever issues that they might be having. So that's the kind of key little game that you have to play. But it's more about the story and more about the workplace, and then the characters. And it's got a very, very solid lineup of voice actors. So like the kind of main characters played by Aaron Paul. And then you've got Lauren Bailey, a la Last of Us Part 2. You've got Lana Pierce. Loads of different well-known people, well-known voice actors within it. So the actual quality and production of it is very, very good. And it's coming from a team of like ex-Ubisoft, ex-Telltale, that kind of background. And it is a very good TV show.
Isn't that what it was supposed to be?
I think you'd be quite happy. I don't know if it was ever supposed to be a TV show. I think it was always supposed to be a game, but it's close. Right. I'd say it's closer to a TV show than a game. And even in its nature, it's coming out. So episodes 1 and 2 released yesterday. Mm-hmm. Episodes 3 and 4 release 2 weeks time. 4, 5 and 6 2 weeks after that, and 7 and 8 2 weeks after that. So there's 8 episodes. And I would say, from what I've played, if they were to have done it in a single episode and a weekly episodic release, I think you would have given up after episode 1, because I fell asleep at the end of it, and nearly the end of episode 1.
Right.
And I don't think that's even any justice, and that's me doing injustice to the game. I think it's just the pacing. And episode 1 was very much just watching. You were doing like next to nothing. There's some. And when I say you're like doing decision making and selecting like dialogue, you're maybe doing that about 4 or 5 times in an episode. It's not like you're doing it constantly, and it's not like The Walking Dead or anything where you're like taking control of the character and like walking around and exploring environments. You're literally watching these scenes, and then every so often being asked to make a decision or choose the action of the character or make a dialogue choice, and then do this dispatch bit, but you're never in control of any characters. They're moving about and traversing. I'm certainly not in episodes 1 and 2. Whether that comes later, I don't know, but I very much doubt it. But by the end of episodes 2, I thought, well, I actually quite like where this story is potentially going. I quite like the characters. I quite like what they're doing here, and now I'll go and play 3 and 4. If I just played 1, I don't think by the time 2 had came, maybe in a week's time, I would have bothered. I think I would have forgotten about it by that time, but I think it's probably a blessing in disguise that 1 and 2 come together, because I think I'd almost have just made it 4 episodes rather than calling them 1, 2. I'd almost had 4 longer episodes, like just combined them. But
odd.
Maybe here's the long, maybe the I think 1 was maybe a bit shorter than 2. It was only about 40 minutes, maybe.
Okay.
They're not huge, and I think they're all saying about an hour, but they might get a bit longer as the later ones come. But it seems decent. I think in terms of the storytelling is very good. Characters are very good. Voice acting's very good. The presentation of it itself is very good in terms of the art style, the kind of cartooniness of it, and it's very adult. That's probably one thing we're saying. It's like it is very adult in the jokes it tells and some of the scenarios and some of the things that you're in. That is definitely like for an adult audience. So interested to see where it goes, but probably expected there to be a wee bit more game to it is my main criticism.
Yeah.
Decision trees.
And it does that thing at the end, like it's like you and 62% of all players chose to do this. And
I mean, it sounds interesting. I'm very interested to see how it ends up reviewing. Sounds like it could go either way, but maybe around the 70 mark, maybe. Just thinking, Fantasy Critic head on. Maybe.
I don't see it breaking 80, if I'm honest.
Interesting.
How are Critical Role involved in that?
I think they were co-produced or something, and some of the critical role are like they were certainly. I'm not sure exact involvement. I think their name is on the titles. I know that much in terms of when you're loading up the game, but I'm not sure. I'm sure it might tell me in the press kit. That I'll check.
You like that lot, don't you, Lewis?
Yeah.
What is it? Is it a podcast?
And one of the guys is one of the voice actors.
Is it a podcast?
Matthew Mercer.
Laura Bailey, she's one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, Laura Bailey and Matthew Mercer are two of the voice actors.
Is it a podcast? Critical Role.
It's a. Yeah, it's like a. You can listen to it as a podcast, but it's a Dungeons and Dragons thing.
Play along thing.
So they do these massive campaigns. They've just started their 4th campaign. I think you'd quite like it. It's really good. Like quite involved, in-depth storytelling.
I'm all about that.
Proper engrossed.
Yeah, I'll give that a go. I'll have a look. Cool. I reckon that's probably enough games for this week.
Yep, I agree.
But what you can look forward to next week is we're going to be chatting about, because it's our Halloween episode next week, we're going to be playing a really scary game. Well, we'll be talking a little bit about Little Nightmares 3 and comparing it possibly to Reanimal, or at least the demo of Reanimal, because that would be an interesting discussion, hopefully. Also
guaranteed to give us all chills.
Also going to be talking about Mega Bonk, Battlesuit Aces, and early impressions of Ghost of Yotei, hopefully, as well, for our little AAA fix. But before then, there's only one thing left to do.
Let's play, as the Dutch say, denk dat die outro verloren is gegaan in die verteling.
They do say that.
They do. I'm sure I remember hearing that in Amsterdam.
Yeah. Now do that in a Steve McLaren voice, if you can.
Steve McLaren. Oh, right. That took a second to realise who he was.
Football reference. You know. It was him that went over there and spoke in a Dutch accent, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. It's meant to help. It's meant to help people from mainland Europe understand like English.
If I talk a little bit like this, you can understand me better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's like when
Joey
Joey Barton
yeah.
went to Marseille. Started speaking like that.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Footballers.
What are they like?
What are they like? Give us a clue.
You want a clue?
Yes, please.
Well, in this game, there are 5,000 items.
Fucking hell. 5,000 items.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Alex, the first thing that pops into my head is Binding of Isaac. Or
I've never
something
played
like that. Something like that. Something... but then it could be a big RPG as well, because there's loads of items in those, isn't there?
Like Skyrim or something.
Yeah. What do you reckon? Should we go for genre, or should we do year, platform? Is it an indie?
Let's go genre.
All right, going straight into genre. You have a guess. What did we say? We said RPG, roguelike, or what else has got a lot of items in? Point and click.
Not that many, surely.
Okay. Just go RPG or roguelike?
Yeah, is it an RPG or a roguelike, Lewis?
No.
Bastard. Will the translation...
Like a farming sim or something?
Oh, yeah, good one. Will the translation be the game or the developer this time around?
Is that a question?
No, that's just information that should have been provided up front.
Just an inquiry.
Let me say this to you. You're getting both game and dev translation.
Wow.
Simply because you've not got a fucking chance either way.
Brilliant. Thus rendering the next 9 questions absolutely pointless. All right.
No. You've still got something. You just have to have good questions.
Is it an indie?
Yes.
Okay.
Alex and I. Oh yeah, define indie. It's an indie. Okay. Alex and I never got anything like that at the end. We get this.
If you listen back to those first 49 episodes, I spoon fed you so much.
So much bad clues.
Spoiled rotten.
Right, so it's an indie, and it's got 1,000. How many items?
3,000.
5,000 items.
5.
Indie, 5,000. Is it a racing game?
No, that's a race. Yeah.
Okay, just noting that as an episode title. Good. What else? So it's an indie. What else could have a lot of items in?
Stardew Valley or something.
We've had that before.
Would there been that many things in Stardew Valley?
Can't be that. Potentially. What else is there?
We
Okay,
probably
is
need
it,
to try and nail down the genre, don't we?
Yeah. It's not a roguelike. That takes a lot of indies out of the equation.
Yeah.
Genre. Or maybe year. Let's do year. Did this release 2020 or later?
No.
Pre-2020.
Yep.
So it's an early indie.
Okay. Pre-2020. So it's in that sort of 2015 to 2020 time frame. Let's assume. Switch? Should we ask us on the Switch?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good chance that it is, right?
Aye, I would imagine so.
Did it?
Or else Lewis would have played it.
Yeah, true.
How much do you think I played it?
Well, that's a question.
Yeah. Let's go for it. Is it playable on the Nintendo Switch?
Yes.
Okay. Bit of a throwaway question, but at least we know. So it's not a roguelike. It's an indie game.
How many is that? 4?
4, yeah. One more and then we get a clue.
Do you think if we all played it, should we ask that one? Have me and you beat it?
Have at least one of you or I played it, I reckon. Is a good one.
Yeah. Have at least one of Ben or I played this?
I don't know.
Okay. Let's try something else. Is it a 2-dimensional game?
It is.
Okay.
It is also one of the best-selling games of all time.
Right. Terraria. jumps out. I think that's really well.
Yeah,
I think that sold really well, and it's 2D, and I think there's probably shitloads of items in it as well.
And we've not played it.
And we've not played it. So, is it about crafting? Is there crafting in it? I think there's crafting in Terraria.
Yes.
So there is crafting in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aye, that feels.
Feels like we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about the game though.
No, to ask
Is
anybody else. Yeah.
Is it a bit like a 2D Minecraft? That's what I've always thought.
Oh,
it was.
yes.
Is it? Is it? Okay.
I don't know what else would ask Ben. Is it like?
Does it start with a T?
Is it about terraforming? Is that?
Is that a question?
I don't know.
I mean, is it about I'm asking Alex now. Is it about terraforming? I assume it is with that name. There must be terraforming.
I think so. Yeah.
Is it? Does
Does
the
it
key
contain
art green? Greeny brown. I don't know anything about this fucking game at all. Does it
Greeny
rhyme
brown.
with malaria?
Yeah, it does.
All right.
Should we just guess then, Ben?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Is it Terraria?
It is Terraria, yeah. Oh. Well done. I honestly never thought even with that, one of the best-selling games of all time, I was like, they're never going to get this.
Ye of little faith.
But you're lucky because the dev translation was To Mafau and the game translation is La Fanua.
Toma Fau La Fanua.
That would have sealed the deal. You're such a bastard.
And that,
Sounds like it did.
so that is, of course, Samoan.
Oh dear.
I just assumed it was Dutch because you started.
Now, can you speak Samoan in a Dutch accent for us, please? Oh dear. No, that's good. We did well there, Alex.
Well done.
Because that
Terraria is
was-
never a game that immediately jumps out to me.
no, not at all.
I actually played it in the last week for the first time.
Right.
And I think maybe because I was playing Noita, I was like, it reminds me a little bit of Terraria, just maybe how it looks slightly. But I did not get on with it at all. I was like, what am I supposed to do here? What's going on? Like, it doesn't tell you anything.
It's just a pure sandbox, is it? Just
Yeah.
sounds.
And
like
when I'm
hell.
presented with craft this, no thanks.
Yeah.
Give me this, please. Don't make me craft it.
No, sounds like rubbish. Sounds like something that kids would like.
What did they know?
Idiots.
Oh, but well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
That was. I think we've avoided quite a gobshite one there. We did well to come
Yeah.
out of that.
He's done well.
unscathed. Yeah.
Before that clue, I was actually looking to see if I could change it. I was like, I was had a bad feeling.
Changed the game halfway through.
No, change the clue.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
But
That
anyway,
was-
well done. And to round off this evening, we will listen to Boss 3, written by Scott Lloyd Shelley from Terraria.